Istanbul is the economic, cultural, and historical center not only for Turkey but also of the entire Islamic world. It is located on both sides of the Bosphorus Strait, which connect the Marmara and Black Sea. In other words, it has two parts, one in Asia and the other in Europe. The Bosphorus Strait is a 31-kilometer long natural water passage that separates the two continents, making Istanbul the world's only city divided between two continents. Istanbul is currently the fifth largest city in the world and the largest city in Europe. But friends, there was a time when Istanbul was known as Constantinople. For centuries, Muslims had hoped to conquer it, but they were not succeeding. In today's video, we will learn about the history of this city.
According to historians, in 657 BC, the Greeks of Megara established a settlement on the western side of the Bosphorus Strait. They constructed a fort near the Golden Horn. The Golden Horn is a natural watercourse. The Bosphorus Strait and the Sea of Marmara meet and flow into Istanbul. As the sun rises, its rays cast a golden glow on the waterway. It has been given this name in accordance with this. Friends, the Greeks established this settlement, but they were unable to protect it, and the area fell under the control of Persia for a time. Byzantium was named after its ruler Bezas because the Greeks were Roman allies. They surrendered Byzantium to the Roman Empire in 73 AD. A Roman emperor named Septimius Severus destroyed Byzantium in 196 AD for siding with another Roman ruler during a war. However, he later rebuilt the city himself and the city resumed its development path.
Byzantium or modern-day Istanbul changed when Constantine the Great arrived in 324 AD. At that time, Constantine was the ruler of the Roman Empire, and Byzantium has also consented to the Roman Empire. Constantine admired this city so much that he renamed it Nova Roma and relocated the Roman Empire's capital from Rome to Byzantium. The same king later named the city Constantinople after himself. Constantine started work on the city's construction. A fortified wall was built around the entire city. Valuable art masterpieces were brought here from Rome, and Constantinople underwent renovations. Since the city had a large population, residents did receive free food. The best engineers from Rome were called in to improve the canal system. New structures were built. Constantine the Great also established Constantinople as the spiritual center of Christianity. Throughout the city, numerous churches were constructed. This city was now known as the Queen of Cities.
Because of its location, the city was also defensively strong. While the Roman Empire in the west lasted for centuries, various Byzantine emperors kept coming and going, and the city was shielded from outside attacks by its thick defensive walls and sea borders. It came to an end in 476 AD, but not before the Byzantine Empire in Constantinople, which was based in Byzantium. Byzantium was now the capital of the Byzantine Empire, also known as the Eastern Roman Empire, when Justinian I took over as ruler of the Byzantine Empire in 527 AD. He gave the city's growth particular consideration. The same ruler built Hagia Sophia, which used to be a church at the time. It was completed in 6 years by 10,000 workers. Even after more than 1400 years, Hagia Sophia is still regarded as a rare architectural masterpiece.
Friends, during this time, Constantinople had developed into a magnificent city. This city was under the watchful eyes of numerous powers. Muslims wished to conquer it as well, but were unable to do so. A fleet was dispatched to Constantinople with all preparations in 674 AD. Hazrat Muawiyah bin Abu Sufyan was the Khalifa of the Muslims at that time. For 4 years, this fleet attempted to enter the city. However, they had no chance of success. Byzantine ships attacked these Muslims in 678 AD. Friends, the Byzantine warriors had a secret weapon whose identity has never been revealed. In order to set fire to enemy boats, these people would throw flammable materials at them. When water was used to put out the fire, the flames would spread rather than die down. Greek fire was the name given to this weapon by the Greeks. Muslim was not truly prepared for this attack. They become terrified and jump into the water in order to save their lives.
The entire sea appeared to be on fire. The hurricane caused even more devastation and only a few Muslims survived. During the siege, the famous companion Abu Ayyub Ansari also gave his life. His tomb, which is in Istanbul, has been given mosque status. Despite this defeat, the Muslims did not give up, and in 711 AD, they besieged Constantinople once more. However, victory was not in their favor this time. Muslims did not look back at Constantinople for the next 6 centuries. Many Byzantine emperors came and gone during this time in Constantinople. Then the 15th century started and the entire world witnessed how a great and brave Muslim ruler ended the 1100-year-old Byzantine Empire, and the Ottoman Caliphate ruled the entire world. Let's discuss how that happened.
Differences emerged in the Byzantine Empire during the Crusade in 1204. Because the Crusaders needed a lot of money and were in debt, the Crusaders raided well in their own city of Constantinople for this. They had to bear the loss as well, and as a result, the Byzantine Empire became rather weak. The Turks started to take over small towns and cities around the middle of the 14th century. Their spirits were high. The dream of Sultan Ghazi, the founder of the Ottoman Caliphate, was one of the fundamental causes of this. According to the historian, Uthman once dreamed that a tree sprouted from his chest and its branches spread all over the world as he was sleeping in the home of an elderly Sheikh Adabali. When he revealed this dream to Sheikh Adabali, he remarked, "Uthman, blessed be you. God has handed down the royal throne to you and your descendants." The Ottoman Empire was built on a solid foundation laid by this dream. In the 14th century, Uthman's descendants had taken control of numerous Greek cities, and now they were headed for Constantinople.
It was a goal for the Muslims for 7 centuries. Ottoman Sultan Muhammad II devised an effective strategy in the year 1453. The city was surrounded by an army that could number somewhere between 80,000 and 200,000 men. The Ottoman army continued their bombardment on Constantinople for 1.5 months. The final Byzantine ruler died around this period as well. It was May 29, 1453 and the 29th day of the month. For 47 days, the Ottoman army surrounded Constantinople. It was evening. On the front lines, Sultan Muhammad II himself was present. 3 precise locations on the defense walls were being shelled.
Go forward, my friends and children. Your moment to prove yourself. Sultan Muhammad II commanded his soldiers in a booming voice. The Ottoman soldiers moved forward at that point and overrun the defense wall's weak spots. The Ottoman Turks made such a racket in the middle of the night that the entire city shook. An Italian doctor named Nicole Barbero, who was in Constantinople at the time, wrote, "The attackers wearing white turbans attacked like lions, and a cacophony of their chanting and drum were so loud that it belonged to another world." Then the following morning, entire world noticed the Ottoman flag waving over Constantinople.
Friends, tell us what else do you know about Constantinople by commenting down below.
That's it for today.
Bye for now.